Hi, this is Dan. I put a post on Facebook today about some problems I've been having, and I thought I would make a video to kind of like elaborate and show what's going on. So I talked about how I'm having problems with my future fantasy forecaster, and it's not like working correctly. I'll show you. So this is it, my future fantasy forecaster. And you know how it works is you think about the future and you turn it on and it shines like a real bright light on the future. And you can look into it and you see like unicorns and rainbows and unicorns dancing on the rainbows, and there's like puppy dogs in there and all kinds of happy shiny stuff going on, right? And that's like, when you're thinking about the future, and this shines like a real bright light on it. But lately it hasn't been working properly. Like you turn it on, and instead of being all bright and shiny, it's kind of hazy and dark and gray. And you look at it, and you can see unicorns, but the unicorns are, instead of dancing on the rainbows, they're kind of like sick and dying. The unicorns have like cancer, and then puppy dogs are all like in comas. So it's just not working. How they told me that it's supposed to make everything bright and shiny, and happy. Now I've had this problem in the past, and I found a guy who specializes in how to fix these things. So I went in to talk to him, and he said, "Yeah, yeah, I know what we can do. I can fix it." And he started telling me like you need to add this lubricant, and then you need to add some kind of fluid to it. And he started writing down all these things I needed to make this thing work properly. And I had this big list. I take it to the store, and I give it to a guy at the store, and he looks down. And he gives me all these packages and things that I need to fix my future fantasy forecaster machine. So I did it, and every day I would add the lubricants and the oils, and but it got like real expensive, and you had to keep adding all this stuff, and then you had to go back and see the mechanic like once a month and talk to him about how the machine was working, and if it was working properly. So it got to be a real pain in the butt. So I stopped seeing the mechanic, and I stopped buying all those lubricants and oils and fluids and stuff to go into the machine. So now it's like sometimes you turn it on, and it works. You get this bright, shiny, happy future with the unicorns dancing on the rainbows with the puppy dog kisses and fluffy cotton candy and stuff. But then, other times you turn it on and it kind of flickers and goes off, and it's all dark and gloomy, and the rainbows turn into storm clouds. So I'm not sure, what's happening. And then so I also mentioned, I got my worst case scenario generator, this thing here. Now this works great. I've never had any problems with this. How this works is it takes any situation, and you just kind of twirl the knob, and it creates the worst case scenario for that situation. So for example, like I like to ride my bike in the warm weather here. So right before a bike ride, I'll think about going out on the road. Now I'll turn on my worst case scenario generator, and I'll turn the knobs, and all of a sudden I'll think about getting hit by cars, or breaking down. The bike breaks, I get in an accident, I fly off the handlebars, I go and crash my head, and I'm laying on the side of the road bleeding to death. Or maybe like I got something strange going on, like a lump on my neck or something. I'd be rubbing it, and then I turn on the worst case scenario generator, and then now all of a sudden it's cancer, or leukemia or AIDS or something. So this thing works great. I've never had any problems with my worst case scenario generator. It's not like that, the future fantasy forecaster, which sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And then the other thing, is the my my past reevaluating machine. So this, it's got dials and knobs, and it takes your past experiences and it reevaluates them. So it takes something that happened to you in the past, and which maybe was a really good thing, and then makes it bad. It reevaluates it, and it puts a new spin on everything. So This is kind of works. Sometimes it doesn't. It's kind of cheaply made. It's kind of flimsy plastic, you know. So sometimes when it's reevaluating all the stuff that happened in the past, it makes them all really good and nice and great and positive, you know. But other times, I don't know if the button's sticking or something. But other times, you know, it takes the stuff that's happened in the past and it makes it seem all like bad, like I'm a big loser and I screwed up because I didn't do this right or didn't do that right, you know. So this thing is kind of I don't know, maybe I need to find a mechanic for this too. Um, Maybe it's got some like loose wiring or something in it. I don't know. But yeah, so some of the machines are working okay, and the other ones are kind of screwy. But I thought I would just kind of explain it because maybe some of you are having, you know, these same issues, and then maybe this is kind of helpful for you to figure out how to fix these different machines and make them work with the way they're supposed to.